Alright, hey guys, what's going on? This is Space here, and welcome back to another Spaces Vlogs. Oh yeah, dudes. Alright, so it's been about a month or so since I've done one, and I was thinking, you know what? I'm gonna make this channel even nerdier than it already is. And well, today we're gonna be talking about some comic books. Alright, here we go, dudes. Alrighty. Alright, dudes, so fun fact, I just recorded this video, and I actually, while I was recording it, the camera crashed when I was 16 minutes into the video, so I lost everything. So that's pretty awesome, isn't it? Yeah, I was. So, alright, so here we are, talking about comics. So, alright. I forgot how I started this off, actually. I don't know. But anyways, before... Oh, okay, actually, I remember how I started this off. So, I have been working on a Batman audio series with my good friend, Energetic Lego Films. Feel free to check out his channel in the description. He's got some awesome videos as well as he's done some great voice acting in the future, in the future as well, but in the past as well. So yeah, if you ever need a voice actor, definitely go to him. He's got some awesome talents. And okay, so comic books. So why have I been reading a lot of comic books recently? Well, actually I did have a little bit of a dry spell where I read some here and there, but now I've actually been reading a lot more than I used to. Back when I first started, back in 2008, I read a bunch, and then eventually I slowed down a little bit, and I've had spells here and there where it rises and falls and stuff, but I've never stopped reading comic books, so yeah. But the reason I've been reading a lot of comic books recently, more specifically Batman comic books, is because like I said, wait, I already explained this. Whatever, it's because I've been working on the Batman audio series, which I have been wanting to make for 5 years now, and it's finally getting off the ground, so I'm super excited for that. I will let you guys know when the first episode is out. Can't wait. We've got all of the roles casted. We've got some of the lines in. We've got, I think, 3 sets of lines in, and I can do mine anytime, so that's 4, kind of. But, yeah, so that's going along pretty well, and hopefully it will be released in September. So, yeah, early September, too. So, there you go. And yeah, so I've been preparing for that. What have I been doing to prepare for that? Well, I've been doing a lot of research. This is actually the most I've gotten into Batman, dived into the lore, there we go. It's the most I've done that, ever. So I started off, I'm not going to name this in the specific order of how I did it. All I remember is that the first thing I did was rewatch The Dark Knight, which was definitely a good idea. And yeah. So, yeah, I watched The Dark Knight for inspiration for the series, mainly Joker, because the first episode involved Joker, and mainly his motivations and stuff, as well as Two-Face, who is also the second villain in the series. Sorry, I'm trying to hold my camera. It feels a little warm, so maybe that's why it crashed last time. I don't know, hopefully it won't this time. So I might just take a second to sometimes pause it and continue recording in another clip so I can save the file. I don't know. Anyways, I'm getting off track here. So after that, well, not after that, but then I rewatched a bunch of other stuff as well as read some stuff, which we'll get to in a second over there. Okay. So I rewatched Under the Red Hood. Love that. I've only seen it once, but now I've seen it twice, and it's so good. Definitely recommend it if you guys haven't seen it. I rewatched the ending to The Killing Joke, which I do like. The Killing Joke, the animated movie, which is pretty good. I like it. There are parts of it that I question, mainly the parts that are not in the book. But yeah, the ending is amazing. I love the ending. It's probably the best part of the movie. The rest of it's still good, but the ending though is just amazing. What else? I rewatched The Joker Returns, one of the Batman Beyond movies. Really good. Yeah, some great stuff in there. I forgot actually how The Joker Returns, so that was refreshing to see what the twist was at the end. Because I actually didn't see it coming, even though I've seen that probably 5 times at least. So, and then I also rewatched Batman Mask of the Phantasm, one of the best animated Batman movies ever. Actually, maybe it is the best animated Batman movie. I don't know. But yeah, such an amazing movie. And yeah, I actually rewatched it I think it might have been last year or maybe early this year. I've rewatched it recently. I was like, you know what, I don't think I need to rewatch this, but then I was like, you know what, I may as well rewatch it because it's amazing. So that was cool. It also deals with a lot of what Batman's first year was like, and early years, I should say. Probably his first year, actually. Yeah, his first year. Yeah, deals with that, so that's interesting and super awesome. And what else have I rewatched? I rewatched some of the Batman the Animated Series. episodes, I rewatched Robin's Reckoning, part 1 and part 2, of course. Almost got him. And I think there was one other one, but I don't remember what it was. I think it might have been like the first Scarecrow episode where Batman says, I am vengeance, I am the night, I am Batman. So that episode was awesome too. But yeah. So yeah, I've been preparing a lot for this. I've also been watching videos like on Batman's training, like all of the training that he's been through, like all the training that he has, Commissioner Gordon origins, some other stories as well. Like I watched this reading of, I know I watched 2 readings. I don't remember what the first one was, but the second one was Batman White Knights, so that was really cool. Yeah, I don't remember what the first one was. It's weird. I don't know, anyways. So, yeah, that bothers me. I don't know what it was. But I watched 2 readings, which is cool. And yeah, I've been doing a lot of research, so I'm prepared, very well prepared for this series. On a side note though, look at these Mario Kart sheets. So awesome. On a side note, I've been rereading the Harry Potter series. I'm on Chamber of Secrets, Chapter 10, the Rogue Bludger, I believe is what it's called. If you're familiar with the book or the movie, then you know exactly what this chapter is about. Yeah, so that's been fun. It's been 2 years since I've read that, and it's also been 2 years since I've done a What If video, which the only one that I've done is What If Oliver Wood was in the Triwizard Tournament, which is kind of a stupid theory, honestly, or a stupid idea, but I did it anyways, so... Yeah, so I will be doing another one. I know in the end of that video I said, hey, I'll be doing What If Sirius Black did not die in Order of the Phoenix. I haven't finished writing that after all these years, huh? And, yeah. So, I will be doing a new one, which won't be that one, but I'll still be doing that one. I just have to finish up the script. I'm not very far in it. I'm only like a page and a half into it, so that's not really that far. But this one that I'm working on right now is What If Barty Crouch Jr.'s plan failed in The Goblet of Fire, which will hopefully be released in maybe August, but most likely September. So expect to see that pretty soon. I will be working on that. Those videos take a while since I have to like sync up all of the pictures with the audio and stuff. It takes forever, but it's a lot of fun. It's a labor of love. So anyways, yeah, so you can expect to see that pretty soon. And yeah, it's just kind of random. But anyways, yeah, oh, you didn't see that. Alright, so the comic books, I've also been reading some comic books in preparation for the Batman audio series. I still have, this stack is the ones that I have not read yet, but I have read Daredevil, Yellow, which I'll get to in a second. But okay, alright, so speaking of Daredevil Yellow, I've been watching the Netflix Daredevil series and it's been super amazing so far. It takes a lot of inspiration from Frank Miller's Daredevil Omnibus, so that's super awesome. And yeah, super awesome series. Definitely recommend it if you are a fan of Daredevil. I've been a fan of Daredevil. I can't talk this video. It seems like I can never talk in any video, but yeah, if you're a fan of Daredevil, definitely check it out. I've been a fan of Daredevil for 10 years now, so yeah, super awesome. Finally, great to see that there is a great rendition of Daredevil. I did like the Ben Affleck movie. Everyone, like every Daredevil fan ever, has said, "Oh yeah, you know the extended cut is better, the director's cut is better." I've heard that so many gosh darn times, man. I'll watch it eventually, but I've only seen the theatrical cuts, but yeah, it's pretty good. It's not the best, but I still enjoy it. So, but the new series definitely knocks it out of the park. So, okay. Anyways. So, let's move on to the comics I've been reading for this series. And there's also some comics I'll be reading for the series in here as well. Of course, Daredevil Yellow. I'll take a lot of inspiration from this for the Batman... No, I'm kidding. Okay, so here we go. The first one that I read, I started reading in June and I finished up early July, which is kind of cool because there's a chapter in here about Independence Day, so I read that around Independence Day too, so that's cool. Look at these fives, man. That's nice fives. Anyways... So this was written by Jeff Loeb and art by Tim Sale. These guys have done a lot of comic books, not only DC but also Marvel. They did a sequel to this as well as another one that no one knows where it falls in the storyline. But they also did Batman Hush. Jeff Loeb wrote Batman Hush, but I think it's Jim Lee that did the arts, not Tim Sale. I guess he was busy that weekend. I don't know. They also, of course, did Daredevil Yellow. They also did Spider-Man Blue, Hulk Gray. I think there's a Captain America Blue, or Red, White, and Blue. Batman Black and White. They've done a lot of comics. And Jeff Loeb was actually producing the the Daredevil series, for the Netflix Daredevil series, as well as probably some other series, I don't know, as well as Cloak and Dagger as well, so that's pretty cool. And yeah, super cool guys. I haven't met them, obviously, but alright, so the first one I read was The Long Halloween, Batman, The Long Halloween. This has been referenced in the Arkham games, most specifically Batman Arkham Knights, as well as probably Arkham City, I don't know.
This is becoming rather ghastly, sir. It brings to mind a spate of murders at the beginning of your career. It was Halloween then, if I'm not mistaken. Turned out to be rather a long one, if I recall.
I've never seen you laugh before. I don't think I like it.
But super amazing. So this is a murder mystery comic, which is really awesome. I love murder mysteries, so I was like, yes. And Batman is trying to find this holiday murderer who is murdering people on the holidays. And yes, it sounds like Calendar Man. And yes, it pretty much is Calendar Man, but it's not Calendar Man. Calendar Man does make an appearance in this though, which is super cool. And I think this might be his first serious appearance. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. But if you've seen the Lego Batman movie, you know that Calendar Man has had some really weird, you know, just really weird. He's a weird character, but then they rebranded him and made him awesome, like he is in Arkham City. I feel like the Arkham City version is probably based off of this version. I don't know if there was a version before this that was actually a serious Calendar Man, but it's great to see that they actually did make Calendar Man a serious character, since he's just such an awesome character. Definitely an underrated character, and before he was kind of goofy, but now he's actually kind of cool. So yeah, okay. So yeah, Batman is trying to find the holiday murderer, and this, holiday murderer, and this actually, a lot of inspiration was taken, or a lot of stuff from this was taken and used in the Dark Knight trilogy, more specifically the Dark Knight itself, yes, the second movie in the Dark Knight trilogy. And yeah, even Christopher Nolan reviewed it. There's actually an interview with, I don't remember who it was doing the interview, but it also has Christopher Nolan. Let's see, it's right here. Christopher Nolan and David S. Goyer. I don't know who that is, but I know who Christopher Nolan is. So yeah, he did an interview. That's cool. And yeah, he took a lot of inspiration from this. Some just like little pieces here and there, but the main thing that he took from this is the relationship between Harvey Dent, Commissioner Gordon, and Batman. That is seen heavily in this. A lot of the scenes actually involve Commissioner Gordon, Harvey Dent, and Batman. So it's super awesome that to see one of the inspirations for the Dark Knights and read it. So yeah, super amazing. Definitely recommend it. If you are, even if you're not a fan of Batman, you'll probably like this because it's a murder mystery. If you're a fan of murder mysteries, then you'll definitely like this. But yeah, super awesome. And it deals with Batman in his early years as well. There's also a lot of villains in here. You've got Mad Hatter, you've got Riddler, you've got Carmine Falcone, Falcone, who is a big part of this book as well. I was going to call it an episode, but this is not an episode, obviously. It's a big episode. It's 13 issues, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, it also has Catwoman, Scarecrow, I don't think I said that. Joker makes an appearance, Solomon Grundy. There's a lot of villains in here, so I think I said Riddler, but if I didn't, Riddler. I don't think Penguin makes an appearance in here, if I'm not mistaken, but yeah. Super awesome though. Definitely recommend reading this, it's amazing. So, alright. And here we go, Batman Year One, the one that started it all. This is actually restarted the Batman series. They got Frank Miller, they were rebranding. Where does it say? There's a preface or introduction, if you will, that said, oh yeah, they were trying to rebrand the Batman, or trying to rebrand characters, more specifically Superman, Wonder Woman, and Batman. They got Frank Miller to do Batman, and he did an amazing job. Batman Year One. I just actually finished rereading this. It's so amazing. The Dark Knight trilogy also takes inspiration from this, more specifically the Batman Begins, or not the Batman Begins, just Batman Begins. But yeah. So this tells the story of Batman's first year. Bruce Wayne returns to Gotham after years and years of training over numerous places and stuff. It doesn't reference any of the training that he's had. It just says he's been trained. But yeah, so it doesn't actually reference the League of Shadows, and Scarecrow is not in this, but there actually aren't any villains in here. There are villains, quote-unquote villains, and Falcone makes an appearance in this as well, and Catwoman as well, but there aren't really like any main villains. There's actually a reference to one of them, which I won't spoil, but it's right at the end, which is super awesome. That's such a great way to end this off, but yeah, this actually comes before The Long Halloween, so The Long Halloween takes place somewhere after this, like not too far after this too, which is cool. They have similar art styles too, which is very nice to see that. The art styles in this are also super amazing. Both of these are really well drawn and really well inked and stuff, so super awesome. And like I said, they have similar art styles. All the characters from here look pretty much like they do in here, except for Batman. Batman has a new suit, but Harvey Dent only has a few appearances in this, like very small appearances, but he looks exactly like that, like he does in here, so that's cool. Anyways, yeah, Harvey Dent is a big part in this, but in this he's not very big in this at all, so. Okay, but yeah, this deals with the origin of Batman as well as the origin of Commissioner Gordon, or at this time Lieutenant Gordon. So yeah, there's also an animated movie based off of this that, from what I've seen from the trailer, it looks pretty darn accurate. So yeah, accurate to the book, so that's super awesome. I haven't seen it yet, but I will watch it eventually. I don't know why I haven't seen it yet, but yeah. Also has this iconic shot, which you guys have probably seen before. Awesome. If you're a fan of Batman, definitely recommend this. If you're not exactly a huge fan of Batman, but you're a fan of murder mysteries, right here. Okay, it's alright. Those are the two that I've read in preparation for the Batman audio series, so I'm super prepared for this. I'm super excited. I might also replay Arkham City. Well, I will record Arkham City eventually, so I might just wait until that, when we finish LEGO Pirates of the Caribbean. But that'll help with the preparation. Anyways, so yeah. Now on to the ones that I have not read, but I will read in preparation. First off, like I said, Daredevil Yellow. It's going to be take heavy inspiration for the Batman. No, I'm kidding. But I actually have reread this. Yes, I've actually read this before. My friend let me borrow it. My friend introduced me to Daredevil back in 2008. This is actually from 2008. This specific issue, which is kind of ironic, but it was actually released in 2002, I believe. So it's been out for a while. But yeah, it'll be great to reread this. I haven't read this in forever. I remember some of the panels I was looking for. I was like, oh yeah, I remember that panel. But I don't remember a lot of what happens in this, so I'm really excited. All I know is that it does have Karen Page in it, and Matt Murdock, obviously. And I believe, I don't know if Foggy, I don't know if Foggy is in it, but I don't know. I know he's in a lot of the Mark Waid stories, Daredevil stories, which we'll get to in a second. But yeah, I don't know if, let's see, is he in this? They'll probably say it in the back. Matt Murdock, Karen Page. Let's see, I'm just going to flip through this real quick. Alright. Spoilers inbound. So far, I do not see Foggy, but actually there he is. Never mind. Alright. Yes. And, yeah, spoiler alert. It ends with Spider-Man Blue. Haha, okay, anyways. Yeah, I've been looking forward to rereading this. Yeah, I'm a big fan of Daredevil, like I said before, and I've been a fan for 10 years, so great to finally return to this. I actually haven't reread the Frank Miller Daredevil. I'm trying to find all the words. I think I actually checked that out from the library, so I don't actually have that either, but I will read it again. Maybe I'll check it out again, or actually buy it this time. But yeah, there we go. Now on to the actual stuff that I'll be taking inspiration from in the Batman series. So, here we have, this is the sequel to Batman, The Long Halloween. Actually, before I get into that, actually I'm jumping over the place. I actually use that pretty much the same fonts in the Batman series, audio series, which I actually didn't notice until now. That's cool. Anyways, what was I going to say? Oh, dang. I shouldn't have jumped to that. Okay, now I actually remember. So I got this from a comic book store. It was actually only $5, and they're actually having a sale too, where you buy two, get it 20% off. I did that with this and another one in here, which is the one at the bottom, not this one, not Dark Victory. That was cool. And it was also, they had, like, the sale would go, like, buy 3, get 40% off, buy 4 or more, get 50% off, but I didn't want to use all of my money just on comic books, which would have been pretty awesome, but I mean, you know, gotta save some money too, you know. Okay. It's alright, so next we have Dark Victory, which I can't wait to read. It's the sequel to The Long Halloween. It's also by Jeff Loeb and Tim Sale. Super awesome. And yeah, it also has Robin in it too, so that's cool. I can't wait to see how they handle Robin in this. I believe it's his first introduction into, like, this timeline, or whatever this timeline is. But yeah, can't wait to read that. I'm not going to spoil the one at the bottom, just give you a brief hint. If you know what that is, you're a super nerd, and that's awesome. Okay. Well, if you know what the graphic novel is, just from this piece right here, then that's pretty awesome. Anyways, alright, so yeah, I haven't read this yet, but I'm looking forward to it. I believe it's another murder mystery. They're after this guy called the Hangman, I believe. So yeah, elusive cop killer Hangman. So that's going to be cool. And yeah, I love murder mysteries and I love Batman. So yeah, I don't actually have that many Batman comics, just these 4 right here. I also have Hush, which I don't know where it is, and The Killing Joke, which I also don't know where it is. And I have this one that's like a bunch of old Batman comics, which I do know where it is. Like even the Eraser, or the pen, I don't know what he's called. Like I think he's the Eraser. He's in that one. So yeah, it's pretty old. Anyways, yeah, can't wait to read that. And now on to the one at the bottom, which is not a Tim Sale, Jeff Loeb one. That is Batman: The Black Mirror. And no, it's not based off of the TV series. So yeah, it's by Scott Snyder, who also had a really long run as, or a really good run as a Batman writer. I don't know what else he's written, but you can probably, if you're big comic book fans, you probably already know Jock Bailey from Indiana Jones, I guess, and Francisco Francavilla. I don't know. I haven't read this yet either, but I think it's also a murder mystery. So I love murder mysteries, so that's good with me. But yeah, the reason I got this was I was like, all right, I need a second one of these. I need a second comic so I can get 20% off. Even though this is like only $5, so I mean it wouldn't have been a big deal if I didn't get 20% off of $5. But yeah, I found this. This is like I think $7. I ripped off the price tag. $7. So I was like, all right. And the reason I got this was actually I got this for free a little bit ago for I don't know why, but there's like, hey, you know what? Take this too. It's like, okay, I guess. And I saw it in the Batman one. That's not Batman. Long Halloween. Haha. All right. See, where is it? Yeah, this is pretty cool. It has a bunch of ones that you should read, and this will be helpful as well. This has also inspired me to get a few more Batman comics that I will get in the future, but not right now. I have read that. I've read Hush, but it's been quite a while. There's Batman Year One. There's The Long Halloween. Surprisingly, Dark. Oh no, actually, Dark Victory is on there. Yes. Arkham Asylum, which I definitely will read as well, which apparently is a horror-esque one. It's a psychological horror story from Arkham Asylum, the home of Gotham's most deranged supercriminals. Sounds amazing. I've read that as well. Batman and Son, I've seen that before, but I haven't read it. Yeah, here it is, Batman: The Dark Mirror. So the past comes back to haunt Commissioner Gordon and Batman by way of a diabolical murder mystery in a dark graphic novel that launched writer Scott Snyder into superstardom. So yeah, that's why I got that. I was like, you know what, that sounds amazing, and I found it. I was like, alright, there we go, got it. So yeah, I can't wait to read that. And yes, that's all. That's pretty much it for all of this stuff. Now I'm going to do some other stuff real quick, so let's do it. Alright, so I thought I'd just briefly show you guys my comic book collection. I mostly just have Marvel. These are actually all Marvel comics up here. But yeah, don't take this as me showing off in any way. Just wanted to show you guys this. I haven't actually gotten a graphic novel in a while since, like, besides the ones that I already the Batman ones. But yeah, I think it's been actually a couple of years since I've gotten one, so it was nice. It was refreshing to get some more. So alright. So these are actually all of them. I do have a couple more. Like there are the free Batman ones that are not up here, besides the ones that are down there. But yeah, okay. Here we go. So sorry if you can't see that well. As you can see right here, this place is a death trap, so I can't really get in too close. But yeah, you can't really see this one, but this is a Carnage one for the Avengers vs. X-Men series or whatever. That's the last. This is actually the newest one on here, I believe. Newest comic. So I never read the Carnage and Hobgoblin story that came right before this. So I was like, you know what? And I saw it. I was like, you know what? I'll read that. And it's really awesome. It's really good. We've got this book, which is also incredibly good. It's the 60s. It's got Spider-Man 4, Iron Man. I think, yeah, Ant-Man is in there as well. I believe Namor is in there too. I don't know, it's been a while since I've read this, but it's amazing. There's also, there's one from the 70s, 80s, and I think there's also a 90s one too, if I'm not mistaken. Daredevil, this is the yellow suit. Not Daredevil yellow, but, you know, he has the yellow suit in the comic. This is actually all in black and white, which is pretty cool. Oh, it's not color, I should say. Secret Invasion, pretty awesome. Haven't read that in a while either. I don't remember this one actually at all. Superhero Team Up. Sorry, just trying to move all this. Is really tight, so let's see. Oh, I have some X-Men ones first to last. This one's really good too. I like this one. I don't remember it too much, but I remember liking it, so yeah. This video is kind of weird because I haven't read a lot of these in quite a while. This is the Ultimate X-Men. Has Daredevil and Spider-Man in it, which is cool. Another Ultimate X-Men. This is a collection. Or probably his greatest hits. Children's Crusade, which is a Avengers comic. I don't remember this one at all, so I'm sure it's pretty awesome. Captain America, Theater of War. I do remember this one vaguely. It's pretty awesome too. More Captain America. No Escape, that has Baron Zemo in it. It's pretty cool. I don't remember a lot of these, but some of these I do remember. Red Menace, I vaguely remember this one. I think it has, yeah, crossbones. I can't talk today, I promise. Ultimate Fantastic Four. This is probably one of my first comics that I ever got. It's pretty old. These freaking books up here, man, just keep on sliding around. I'm just gonna put these somewhere. It was actually extremely uncomfortable, so sorry for the shaky cinematography and whatnot, and all the grunting and stuff, fighting a battle here just to get the comics. Alright, Moon Knight, which I got on sale for $5, pretty cool. I don't remember this one's called. Oh, Death of Mark Spector. I don't actually. Now that I think about it, I think I read this last year. It's pretty awesome, or reread, I should say. Black Panther. Does it have a name? It does not. Oh, who is the Black Panther? It's right there, man. Okay. Black Panther is awesome. Another one of my favorites. Marvel superheroes. Guardian Devil. Pretty awesome addition to the Daredevil mythos. Man Without Fear, definitely my favorite Daredevil series. I don't think this one, this one doesn't have Mark Waid, but he's an awesome writer for Daredevil especially. Deadpool team up. Teams up with a couple of different superheroes, including Thor, of course. I forget who else he does team up with, but yeah, super awesome. Deadpool Classic. This is interesting to see, like, the classic Deadpool. This is the first volume. Deadpool Volume 1. This is freaking hilarious. If you're looking for a Deadpool comic, this is the one to go to. I'm sure there's probably some other ones as well. There are a lot of great Deadpool comics, but this is probably my favorite. I also have Volume 2, which is also really good, but I don't know why it's not up here. I don't know where it is, actually. Speaking of don't know where it is, I don't know why I only have this one up here. This is the Spider-Man No More. It has that issue in here, that arc. This is Volume 5. I have Volume 3, 2, and 1, but not 4 as well, which are not up here at all. I don't know why that is. I think I was rereading them and I didn't put them back. So this I've had for quite a while, probably 10 years or so. I don't know what Marvel is at right now, but I remember getting this back in the day. So there's some really good stuff in this. So Shadowland, Street Heroes. This is an interesting I thought it said Shadow and I was like, what? No, this is a pretty interesting arc right there. I don't remember it too well, but I remember it vaguely. Ghost Rider, Heaven's on Fire. Don't remember that. Avengers vs. X-Men. I don't remember that as well. I have some Ultimate Spider-Man. This is actually the first set of comics that I got were the Ultimate Spider-Man comics, so that was pretty awesome. That one's really good. Power and Responsibility. I think there's, like, let's see, I don't remember how many issues there are of this, or how many volumes there are, I should say. Yeah, there are like 10 volumes. There's probably more than that. Is that what? Yeah, that's the one that I also have. I used to have this one. Actually, I think there are some. I think I have more of these somewhere. I just don't know where. Ultimate Spider-Man is a pretty good series. It's not what they. It's not like the Disney XD show, so don't worry about that. Don't worry, it's actually good. Ha, got him.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Anyways, here's some old X-Men comics. Really awesome. X-Men is also another one of my favorites. I love the X-Men. Alright, Civil War. One of the Civil War issues. There's like probably like 10 of these. I don't know. But this is really good. This is like the start of Civil War. A lot different than the comic, or not the comic, the movie, but still awesome. Spider-Man's in this too, so that's cool, seeing him in the movie and in the comic. I also have some digital comics that are not up here. I have Infinity Gauntlet on digital. I don't have it in physical copy, but I've read it. It's awesome. I also have another Moon Knight comic, as well as another set of Hawkeye comics, but okay. War and Remembrance. Sadly, I don't remember it, so I guess it's just War. Captain Marvel, I got this quite a while ago. Pretty awesome. Secret Invasion, Captain Marvel. Here's the really good stuff. You've got Daredevil, Man Without Fear, Mark Waid, another Mark Waid, which is a super big volume. Well, not super big, but it's pretty thick. So yeah, that's pretty much all the ones that I have. Yeah, but I also have these as well, where they're just like the issues, the single issues. I have actually a lot of those, probably too many of those. Yeah. What was I gonna say? Yeah, I would do a collection video of these, but that would take forever, even longer than the video, the DVD one that I did. Not to brag, of course, but yeah, I've been collecting these for quite a while, 10 years now actually, so yeah. I read them, of course. I don't just collect comics, I do read them. I don't actually collect them, I read them and save them so I can reread them. But yeah, so I do have a lot of, I think the ones that I have the most of are Star Wars. There are a lot of Star Wars comics, especially recently. There's already 50, or actually 50, I think they're on 52 of the new wave of Marvel Star Wars. There's also the spin-off series, like there's Solo, there's 2 Landos now. The second one is also, I think it's based off just Solo. There's Darth Maul, there's Thrawn, which is amazing, definitely recommend reading that. The Thrawn wave of comics, super awesome. This is really good too. And all of the other ones are really good as well. But there's Darth Vader, which is also extremely good. There's, what else? There's a C-3PO comic, which explains why he has the red arm in Force Awakens. There's, I think that might actually, no, actually there's Anakin and Obi-Wan, which is pretty awesome as well. There might be some other stuff. There's a lot of Star Wars recently. Oh, there's Chewbacca, how could I forget that? And also Leia, which is, might be, who is that by? I think it's by, Mark Waid as well, which is super cool. I also have the Hawkeye series, which is really awesome. It's by, I actually don't remember who it's by, but oh, it's so good. That is one of the reasons, that series is actually the reason why Hawkeye is one of my favorite comic book characters. So, he's also really cool in the MCU, so that's cool. They also, eventually, there's still they stopped making the Hawkeye series when they continued it, but they didn't really, like right now they don't really use Clint anymore. They use Kate Bishop, which is the other Hawkeye. But yeah, anyways, yeah, some good stuff. And as well as the Daredevil Man Without Fear series that started a while ago, and it like ran on for quite a while. When I first got into comics, they started doing the Lady Bullseye arc, so that tells you how long ago I started reading comics. That was like 10 years ago. So yeah, that was awesome. And yeah, I do like comics a lot, and I love reading them. And yeah, there's a lot of great stories in them too. So anyways guys, thank you for watching this very nerdy video, and I'll see you guys next time.